I look tired in this video. It's because I am. I've been up since like 2 a.m. in the morning. I am watching currently. I've been watching a lot of stuff. Mainly because I did wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, couldn't go back to bed. And so I was like, fine, I'll just watch TV, I guess. So I did watch a bunch of movies. 3 movies here. So let's get my Echo Bridge titles out. And we'll talk about that, but let's talk about this DC animated movie, Justice League versus the Fatal Five, which was... It's a continuation of the Justice League animated series with no introduction. If you have not seen that series, which is probably a sign I should have watched the series. I have not seen it, though. And the main reason for this is there's no like complete series box set out there that you can buy. It's just you can buy it in like season by season, and it's ridiculously expensive season by season. So anyways, I watched this. It was fine. The animation was fine. You don't have too much to say about it. It's kind of weird though when you watch this because these are more kiddie designs. It feels more like a kid show, right? And then you see those characters like cussing it because it's like PG-13, and the show was like obviously a kid show, so it was a little. I mean, like it's kind of weird. I don't know. I felt really weird by it, but it was fine. There's not really anything to say about it. Then I watched Warning Shot and Dark Was the Night. 2 very bland and generic horror movies I got at the dollar store and never want to watch again. That's all I really have to say about that. And of course, this is part of my Echo Bridge titles, which I have not watched. El Dorado, Temple of the Sun, Run for High Country. So I need to watch those. And of course, when I'm done reviewing the Jurassic Park movies, which will probably be Monday, these will be watched after I finish watching all the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids movies. But yeah, I'm trying to get through all those Echo Bridge titles and finish that up. Because, frankly, well, I don't want to talk about them anymore. So I've been watching some Star Trek. I'm on episode 17 of season 1. I kind of watch one episode a night, you know. Oh my gosh. I hate that Netflix does this. Every time you click on the show, it starts playing a preview for the show. When you're trying to read descriptions or just look at the show, see what it's about, you can't do that because it starts playing a trailer for you, and I'm so sick of it. And I use that and I forget to put the mute button on the TV. Freaking irritating. Anyways, I did that, and then I watched all of Cobra Kai season 2 at 2 a.m. in the morning. I gotta say, Cobra Kai wasn't as good as I remember it being. It's very generic, and sometimes the dialogue and acting is just like, okay, like, you're not horrible, but like, maybe just need a little bit more to this. You know, I get the original Karate Kid was kind of generic and stuff at points, but like, God, golly, this is to like a bigger degree. I don't know, it just didn't seem interesting at the time. But I still like the show. I don't think it holds up on rewatch as much. Anyways, then I finished watching Futurama. I was done with the series. Watched all of Futurama on Hulu. It was really good. Like, it was a fantastic show. But I think just those movies, so what happened was Futurama got canceled and then they brought it back with some movies that were straight to video. I didn't like any of those. Because Futurama is, okay, so I don't love it as much as everyone else does. Futurama has a lot of things that people throw in the show that I don't like as much as actual fans of the show do. Like, I still like the show and I consider myself a fan. But when I'm watching the show, and there's certain areas of the show where I'm like, like Zach Brannigan, right? That character shows up a lot. He's a fan favorite character. I don't like seeing that character, and every time he's in an episode, I skip past it. I watch a few episodes with him in it, but for the most part, I don't sit there and watch that show. It's just not a good. It's just no. And so yeah, I just didn't get into the movies. And then you get to the last 3 seasons after that, they were fine, but like they weren't my jam because they just kind of were like, these are okay, but they just didn't feel like the old Futurama. There were some good episodes in there, but for the most part, it just didn't feel like Futurama. I didn't like it as much, and so I just kind of checked out. But I watched all the episodes, and I thought it was a good show overall. Just the last half there just didn't do it for me, but still a good series. Really enjoyed watching it, and would recommend that if you are curious about watching Futurama and you like The Simpsons and stuff like that, and you haven't watched that, you should. It's a great show, but just like at times it just didn't work for me.